Now, after you're done with the step-in drill and you feel nice and loose, ready to go, it's time to hop into our second drill, the hop back. Now, this one has a little bit different focus, and it's going to feel really weird to most of the guys that haven't done this. What you're going to do is you're going to start with your feet together, up at the front of the box, next to the tee. Now, the key to this drill and what really helps a lot of guys out is make sure you guys aren't standing on top of that tee. I don't want you to feel like you have to get those hands inside and you have to do something with your upper body, because that is not our focus this week. Our focus is on the lower half, and especially in this drill, this is a legs drill, guys. If you don't know how to use your legs, you are never going to be able to use those hips, and we need those hips to work to have a successful, powerful, and heck of a lot of bat speed in our swing. So with the hop back drill, kind of like the rhythm drill, set your hands in the same batting position spot that you're used to all over again. Now, our number one focus is using our legs in this drill. So what does that mean? You should be able to feel your legs moving from the start of this drill to the end of your swing. And when I say feel, you should be able to feel those legs. Like if I pick my leg up and move it, I'm going to feel it move. That kind of feeling. Don't be thinking about what I have to do. Feel this out, guys. The second part of this drill is directional, okay? When I say directional, I mean what directions we're going to be moving. In terms of our swing, the only directions we want to move are back and forward. We don't want to be moving in and out. That's when we get guys diving into the plate or flying open to the pull field. And we don't want to be moving up and down in terms of our head. When our head moves up and down, our eyes move up and down. And that ball that seems like it's right down the middle is going to drop to your knees. So make sure we're not hopping up and we're not crashing down on our step. Our main directions are back, forward. And go back to your number one goal. What are we moving back and forward? Our legs. Now, when we start this drill, it's called hop back for a reason, not step back. I want you guys to hop back decent amount of distance to give yourself room, but hop back onto that back leg. Now, when we do this, we want to feel most of the weight go into our back hip, okay? That hip is a part of your leg. It's at the top of the leg, and that's what we want to use to swing. But if we feel that weight go into our knee, into our foot, more than our hip, we're going to start crashing right away, and we don't want that to happen. You should almost be able to balance. Even though we're hopping back with some force, you should almost be able to balance before you start going forward. Now, once you're gathered and ready to go on that back leg, we're driving forward, and we're not driving our upper body forward. We're not driving the bat forward. We're not ready to swing yet. We don't swing off our back leg. When we drive forward, this drill's focused on the legs. So the only leg that you can drive forward is that front leg. A lot of coaches, and I'm sure a lot of you around here have heard gain ground. With this front leg, you're going to gain a lot of ground. The key is drive forward, not drive down. We're not trying to get our foot down. That's going to cause a lot of crashing to happen, and you'll see this happen a lot in this drill. When you gain ground with that front leg, we're going to use the weight to gain ground. Okay, we're not trying to do this super fast. We're trying to use our weight to get momentum going forward. What I like to use is a kind of a metaphor of a tent stake. If you've ever been camping, we don't put that tent stake in straight up and down, because that tent stake will pull out easy. We try to hammer that tent stake in on an angle. And that's why we drive this front leg forward. When you drive it forward, eventually you will hit the ground, thanks to a thing we call gravity. But when we drive that front leg forward, we're driving it in on an angle, and we're creating a strong front side. With all this momentum and force we're trying to gain with these legs, we need that strong front side to hit against. Now keep in mind, when we're driving that front leg forward, every part of you is going to want to start swinging. Every part of you is going to see that ball getting closer. But don't let this happen. Don't let yourself freak out. This is a drill. Stay focused on what we are trying to use, which is our legs. Our back leg, our front leg, to hop back and drive forward. But now that's not done. We are trying to use those legs to swing, okay? Your hands are along for the ride on this drill. You guys already know what you got to do to load your hands. Don't worry about it. Let yourself be natural up top. Keep using and feeling your legs. And we cannot start swinging until that front leg, that front foot drives into the ground. So hold that swing back, hold that backside back, hold your hips back until you feel that front side hit the ground. The second it hits the ground, keep using those legs. Your back hip is a part of your legs. Drive that back hip through the baseball. We're not driving to it. This is not a two-part swing. Drive that back hip through the baseball. And you should be able to feel that backside. You should be able to feel that front leg working all the way through contact and through the finish of your swing.